So my class
Yes.
unloaded some pretty heavy shit at the end of the day.
Oh boy.
Spoke to him for about an hour. He was in hysterics. He wouldn't let me write this stuff down, so I went through as much as the conversation that I could remember. He spoke to me for about an hour and talked to me, just beating the living shit out of him. I'm gonna give you just a lot of information.
Okay.
So it started because we went on a field trip today. That's why I look like this. And he was just being really short with his friends.
I gotcha.
And so I pulled him to the hallway, and I don't know him at all, but he's just
I know him a little bit.
sweet fucking kid. I love him so much. Anyways, it's really out of the norm.
Okay.
So I pulled him into my classroom, and I was like, hey dude, what's going on? Why are you fighting with me? He told Red to break.
Gotcha.
And I kind of kept pressing, why? Are you guys fighting? What's going on? Eventually, he opened up and basically said that, in his own words, in a roundabout way, just saying, I'm needing some distance from he was kind of protecting him.
Who did thought? Okay.
So, anyways, he kind of just went on this downhill spiral and telling me all these stories that have happened in the past. Now, I don't know how they've happened chronologically, but I guess the other day they were playing Monopoly, and he got really mad at him, and he shoved him onto the ground, said some pretty horrible things to him, basically that he's stupid because he wasn't able to, add the money quick enough and stuff like that.
Okay.
He told me that he does this thing that Rosie, where he kicks him on the ground until he makes a full circle. And
Okay.
I don't know how often that happens, but it has a name. And anyways, that happened. He's telling me the things that he says about his friends. Dumbass. A crybaby pussy. Another story that he told me is that wrestling last year, he got really upset with him because he wasn't hustling hard enough, and so he made him run back to the house. He kicked him out of the truck and was making him run back to the house, but he wasn't making him run on the back. He was making him run in front of the truck and kept threatening to run him over if he wasn't going fast enough. Another incident, he said that he came home and his dad was really upset about something. I'm not sure what he was upset about, but he was throwing their beds around and just throwing their belongings all over the house. They had chinchillas, and he said that he was going to punt the chinchillas like a football and leave blood all over the house for them to clean up.
Okay.
He said he's never closed fist hit him, but he's pushed him down a lot and has kicked him. He said it's getting worse. He's scared to go back to his dad's. This was a giant red flag to me. He said that he goes to a therapist, and he's told his therapist these things, and she's never reported it. He said he doesn't want her to report it. Obviously, he doesn't want me to report this because he's scared of the way his dad is going to react. But, made it very clear that it was getting worse and that he's scared. And that he has to be with his dad for at least another year before he can choose to. He'd rather live with Mimi. The last thing that was pretty hard was, I guess his dad beat him with a belt because he was decided to become a Christian instead of a Mormon.
Okay.
I feel like there was more stories, but we ran out of time. Made it pretty blatantly obvious that he didn't want me to talk to anybody about this because he was really scared of his dad and the way that he was going to react. He didn't want him to beat him. Didn't want him to hit him. Made it pretty obvious that he was scared. Anyways, the reason why I'm here and I just didn't call CPS is because I know that we can do like basically emergency protection order so that he might not have to go back to his dad's. I don't know how that works.
I can look into it.
Yeah, I don't know. He said that he has a lot of information. I'm sure right now I do, but these are the only people that he's ever told about this.
Do you know who his therapist is?
I have
Okay. Well, I do have to pass this information on to Child Protective Services.
I know you do. I didn't know if there was any way that we could make sure that he didn't have to go back to his dad's right away, because his dad's gonna know.
Oh, yeah.
Immediately, and I don't want to have to push it in front of him.
No, absolutely not.
So,
Okay.
anyways.
Well. Let me get a call into Miranda, and we'll see what we can do. And then I'll go